I like what I see brewing. I just don't trust 100% what I see brewing that WWE is going to follow up on it the right way. But right now, another SummerSlam match we are going to get is going to be the Usos versus LA Knight and Solo Sikoa. I'm all for it. I would love to see this develop into something much bigger. I hear a lot of people, oh, it's going to be the Vision in a War Games match against whomever. I don't think so. I think the Vision is dead. I think the Vision is absolutely dead. I think Bron Breakker is probably going to break off from them, and he's just going to be a Paul Heyman guy on his own. I think Bronson Reed is going to return from injury and do something else as well. And if not, that's what they should do. The Vision is dead. Regardless of what they decide to do, if they want to keep bringing Bron, whatever his name is, Bronson Reed back and putting him, no, do something else with him. Do something else with him. That's another person that you could throw at an Oba Femi. Perfect. Another person that can take a loss, but that is hella believable that you can throw at an Oba Femi. I think we're going to get, if WWE is smart and they're telling the story that feels like it's being presented to us, Solo is going to lead an anti-bloodline. It's not going to be a faction. I don't think LA Knight is ever going to be subservient to a Solo Sikoa. I think Solo can be convincing enough to build a little to go be anti. And who better to be anti-bloodline and lead this than somebody who was in the original iteration of the bloodline, who was that muscle for the bloodline, who was loyal to the bloodline until he couldn't be anymore, who created his own bloodline and then turned it into something else with the MFTs that absolutely is trash. But you can't take that away. While I believe Solo did as good of a job as he could in these roles, there is more to Solo Sikoa. Solo is really a funny guy, a charismatic guy. He's great. Playing the mob boss was cool. I enjoyed it. This is a character shift that I think will be. So he's starting off with LA Knight. SummerSlam, sometime after SummerSlam, between now and Money in the Bank, I think we're going to get Jacob Fatu bringing in Zilla Fatu. Shout out to Zilla Fatu. The main one needs to be on the main roster sooner than later. But shout out to Zilla Fatu. He's going to join. And this is where Solo is going to need a little more help. And so he's going to slowly start tapping guys that have had issues with the bloodline. He's already got LA Knight. Drew McIntyre is probably going to miss SummerSlam. He's going to be out a little bit longer, filming another movie, but he's another one that you can tap. I need your help. He can probably tap Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is going to get his ass handed to him at SummerSlam, probably screwed. He may even get screwed by Zilla and Jacob. Who knows? So he might have smoke with the bloodline. He should have smoke with the bloodline. And then who else? Who else would be great for Solo Sikoa to tap and say, hey, I don't need us to be friends. I don't need us to be family. I don't need to go hang out with you at the cookout and at, Mama's house and at Mama Zilla's and whoever house. I don't need that. What I do need, I need your help at War Games, Sami Zayn, because just like I know, my bloodline runs deep and there's a lot of toxicity going on over there. You know it and I know it. So Sami Zayn joins at the last minute. And now you have a complete team of anti-bloodline people to go in and dismantle the bloodline. Again, this ain't no faction. They're not running as a unit. They're not going to be walking around calling themselves the anti-bloodline. No, what they will be, they will have each other's back anytime that the bloodline is involved in something with the other. Just like we've seen with Solo Sikoa in these LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso matches, where Solo Sikoa is coming out and giving a little support to LA Knight. That's how they operate. And then after War Games, they can go and do whatever the fuck you need to do. You don't have to do this whole, again, it's not a faction. It's not. Do you remember back in the Attitude Era, we had the corporation, and then WWE decided to pull some guys together that frequently had run-ins with the corporation. It was like The Big Show, Mankind, maybe Test and Ken Shamrock, maybe. But anyway, they call themselves the Union. Anybody, I'm an HR guy by day, so business talk is talk I love to talk about. Corporation is the big infrastructure. And one of the things that corporations hate is a union. Because when the people unionize, you got to give the people raises. You got to, make sure the benefits are better. You got to talk to their union representative because they will not be controlled by the corporation. They do not answer to the corporation. You talk to their union representative. So they created the union. But it was a faction, and that faction fell just as flat as you can fall because it didn't need to be a faction. It needs to be cohort. Just a couple guys that we got each other's back to face this, but I got my own priorities. I still want to become world champion. I still want to become hardcore champion. I still want the Intercontinental Championship. This could work. This would be hot. Again, this looks like where it could possibly be going, but it could very well just stop at a tag team of LA Knight and Solo Sikoa. But if they're smart, they'll do it.